So, hi everyone, this is Dr. Akram here, and today we're going to discuss the opportunities for you in Australia. So, if you have any questions, you can ask me one on one at the end of this webinar. So, all of you are watching these videos, so we had basically one webinar in Delhi last month. So, it was for pharmacists, and but this is the launch process we provide for all courses. Okay, so this was the video. This is edited by some of you are saying that. Music and all those things. This is not done by from our side. This is like, there was one agency we hired in Delhi. So they just give us, after editing these videos. So we cannot change the, music and all those things. Okay, I mean, you can ask any questions at the end of this webinar. So, just like a personalized thing. So anything about Australia, visa, jobs, exam, opportunities, anything you can ask basically. Okay. For you, your family, you are married, kids, now those things. If you have any relevant questions to Australia and you're thinking to migrate to Australia, so you can ask anything. So our organization basically is headquartered in Australia, and right now I'm in Australia. Basically, right now is the 8:15 in Sydney time. So we basically provide the education for all healthcare professionals like medical doctor, dentists, pharmacists, nurses, lab technicians, and optometrists, veterinary doctors, and all those things. So any country, wherever you want to practice, you need to pass the exam, right? Whether it is US, you have to go for USMLE, UK, you have to go PLAB, Australia for AMC. So same for so we provide the assistance, not just the exam preparation. We also assist you like in the document preparation and even in the visa, jobs also, and all those things. This is myself. Basically, I'm a pharmacology or pharmacotherapy expert. So I'm one of the lecturer at University of Sydney, from where I completed my PhD. I'm basically a pharmacist from India. So I basically had around 11 years of teaching experience in India, Malaysia, in Australia. Here are some of the facilities for this course. So basically, Australia provide 195,000 permanent visa. So this year they are providing around 190,000 permanent visa. So anyone completed this process, they are eligible to apply permanent visa, PR visa. So only Australia only provide this like direct PR visa as compared to like UK or US. They are not provide. You have to go there, live there certain years, then only you are eligible to apply. For example, in UK, it might take to get PR around 8 years, but in case of Australia, you can get once you pass these two exams, you are eligible to apply. So within 1 to 3 months, you can get your PR visa. This is the main difference in that other countries. The same for the US, and in US, basically the healthcare is you need to buy the insurance and all those things. But in Australia, universal health coverage, so it is free, and education also free in Australia. For example, if you have a kid or your partner also want to study in Australia, so the dependent can come to Australia. They are full work type to work in Australia and those things. So currently around 10,000 vacancies are available. These are not jobs, these are vacancies. So more than 10,000 jobs are available currently in Australia. So there is recently one article published by AMA, Australian Medical Association. So they are saying that the shortage of GP, especially in the rural areas or this regional areas in Australia. Okay, and the salary very high, around up to 400,000 per year can earn as a GP, a general practitioner in Australia. And higher earning potential, as I mentioned earlier, and quality of life definitely is very high quality of life. I just went in India and I thought I will be come back maybe like 6 months or 9 months, maybe 1 year. So it was very hard for me to stay 1 month, very hot weather and electricity sometimes, no electricity in UP. And I'm from
Voice
UP.
is not audible.
Others are able to listen my voice.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
it
sir,
is
we can
audible.
hear you.
It's
We can
audible.
hear you.
तो बाकी लोग को तो आ रही है. I think your maybe you have to check your device. So quality of life is very, very high as compared to India, and job opportunities, lot of job opportunities. And this is in the critical sector. So they give visa within few days, So they need, for example, someone did a B Tech from IIT Delhi or IIT this and that. They might get a visa after 1 year, 18 months, even maybe more than that. But for like healthcare professionals, medical doctors, they're getting very, very fast because there's a critical shortage in Australia. Work-life balance, you just need to work 8 hours for 5 days. But many Desi doctors, they work more than those hours, so you can earn more than. So earlier, whatever I showed that money and the salary, it is for 8 hours per day for 5 days. Well, if you are working 60 days, obviously you can earn more money. And professional development, for example, you want to do something very specialized, any training, any workshop, the hospital generally paid 2 times yearly you can go. And as I mentioned earlier here, the education for kids are free in Australia, and healthcare access is also free in Australia. So these are the basically steps you need to take in order to migrate to Australia. So first step called document verification. So we will we will help you to complete this step. You just need to provide us your document. So step one process academically will help you to complete. So no need to worry. You just need to give us your documents or a scan copy of the documents. We will complete the behalf of you. Okay. Or if you want, you can do yourself as well. So there is no issue in that. And secondly, you need to write this AMC Part 1 exam, Australian Medical Council examination, and then we will provide you the coaching for 3 months. Okay, so we have a faculty, qualified faculty, those are from India. They passed this exam, now they are living and working currently in Australia. Dr. Swapnil Sharma, Dr. Udara, and Dr. Aman, these are the faculties for this course. So they are living and working here in Sydney. Okay, so this is the exam. We'll provide the coaching for this. So you don't need to wait. You can write this exam in India. So this exam basically you can write whenever you are ready. Like monthly, they conduct this exam. Yearly, 10 times they conduct this exam. If I compare it like UK, PLAB. So PLAB, you have to book the exam maybe 18 months to 2 years before you want to write the exam. For example, currently there is a date in 2025. If you want to have 2025, you can get the date. Otherwise, before that, you cannot write the exam. So there's a long queue for the UK. But if for Australia, not like this. Every month you can write because they need people. They need doctors in Australia. Then after this, you need to write one English test, for example, like IELTS, PTE, or OET. We will provide you coaching for this as well. And once you pass these two, then you are eligible to work as a GMO. What is GMO? Like Senior Medical Officer. So you will get a limited registration after AMC Part 1, and then you only can work under the supervision of a RMP in Australia. So for example, as you know, if you are Indian doctor, maybe you go Pakistan. So when we are doing our undergrad, right, in MBBS, then we have to do 1 year internship, or we also can say like CRI. Okay. So in that you are not legally you cannot prescribe any medications unless you got your registration done after you complete this internship. Okay, so similar here, you have to assist the other doctors. You have no right to prescribe the medication, all those things, to give the treatment, but you have to assist them. Okay, so in that case you can work as a GMO, junior medical officer. This is the jobs are available. Even all the government hospitals, they also hire. Even private sectors also hire GMO. A lot of jobs are available in GMO. You can find, and simultaneously you can prepare for AMC2. So the question might be in your mind, when we will get the PR? PR you can apply after AMC2 only. Okay, but for after AMC1 you can get a job. You can come Australia on work visa. Okay, these are the, if you have any questions so far, any questions? Or maybe you can ask later on. So they conduct 10 times yearly, except December and January. So whenever you are ready to, you can write this exam. And we have a lot of centers in India, around 15 exam centers in India currently for AMC exam. So English requirement basically is the same for all healthcare professionals. This is not just for the medical doctors, whether you are a nurse or other like lab technician, pharmacist, physiotherapist, because there is a one body called APRA, and everyone has to register with them. So they have a same English requirement for everyone. So you need to score 7 individual band in IELTS or OET B band, or in the PT 65 individual. And TOEFL is not basically TOEFL is recently removed from 1st of September, no longer basically accepted in Australia immigration for TOEFL. So you have to go only for these tests, IELTS, OET or PTA. Okay. So some of you might be, have the questions regarding this. What is the JMO job? So they are the government website. So I have earlier, did some research and find out a lot of jobs are available. So I can show you here. So if you can see here, these are the international junior medical officers. Okay. So they are hiring. So this is the NSW Health, where I am staying. Basically, our company is established in Sydney. So Sydney, one of the capital of New South Wales. So NSW called New South Wales state. Okay. So this is one of the biggest states in Australia. So maximum populations are living in this state. Okay. So this state is hiring basically international junior medical officers. So those are just completed AMC Part 1 plus English. They are eligible to apply. So you can see here how to apply and all those things you can find here, and you can apply. So currently they are hiring. The 3rd October is the last day to apply this, and you can apply from here. There is a job. This is a government job, basically government website. So there is hundreds of jobs they need, because this is the state basically medical agency, right? So they have to cater all the states. Maybe in the regional area or in the Sydney or city here and there, you can find a lot of jobs. Our team can give you the more information. So you just leave your phone number, email in our chat box. They will give you the link also. You can explore yourself as well. Okay. So these are the jobs. And if I go back to, this is for one state. But if I see the Australia wide, how many government, the agencies or the hospital hiring for these kind of jobs, so you can find several states are hiring currently the jobs. You see here, junior doctor training program. So they are providing, so you can find here like rural junior doctor training innovation fund. So these are the fund. They are basically attracting to work in this hospital. So you can see here, ACT is the capital here of the Australia, Canberra. So Canberra Health Services, they are hiring currently. And New South Wales, this is the district wise, they are also hiring in New South Wales. This is also separately, they are hiring in here, Victoria hiring, South Australia, Northern Territory. And all those, you can find a lot of jobs. These are the government jobs, basically. Okay, so you can apply, and they also give the district and locations wise where you have to work, basically. And then if you want to contact, this is the email ID you can contact. Once you pass AMC Part 1 plus English are mandatory to apply any jobs. Okay. So first step is called skill assessment, or we can say document verification. Okay. Or credentials verification, we also can see. So you can, but I have seen, I think one student are here, maybe they are, he's giving or going to give this USMLE. So if you already did your process for USMLE, then this process no need to, that epic verification you can skip. but rest of the things you have to again apply. Okay. Uh, so basically, this is we will complete. You just need to provide us your document scan copy. And AMC basically they will ask around 150 multiple choice questions, and these are 3 hour duration exam, and around 50% score need to pass this exam, and no negative marking. And we will provide you the coaching for 12 week plus 2 week revision. So we provide live sessions plus study materials plus the Q bank. Q bank specifically by the topic wise. So once you pass the exam, AMC part 1 and part 2, then you are eligible to apply permanent visa like 190, 186, 189. And also you are eligible like 491 and 494. These are basically a 2 work visa. So if you are coming to Australia on after AMC part 1 plus English, most likely they will offer you this visa 494. Okay. So regional area work visa, this is 494, and this is 482 basically if you want to live and work in the city, for example, like Sydney or Melbourne, like this. So these are some of the fees. So our team can give you more information. We have a scholarship for AMC students, and we also have a loan facilities, EMI options. Also, we have those are looking to join us. If any medical doctor are working as a medical administrator and at least they have 1 year work experience after you are registered as a RMP, whether it is a MBBS or MD or MS, then you can apply this medical administrator. No need to write this AMC, or you can pass AMC part 1 and come on this visa, and you can simultaneously you can prepare yourself for part 2. And another very good news for you guys, that AMC part 2 also now you can write from India itself. You can give this part 2 as well from India. Earlier, part 1 you can give from home country, and part 2 you need to come to Australia. And after the COVID, this part 2 also they allowed from the home country. So not yet they changed, so it still is the same part 1 and part 2, both you can give from your home country. Exams you need to go there and write. Earlier was also this AMC part 2 you need to come to Melbourne and you need to write, but now they give the option also. Okay. And we provide that financial loan, your EMI option for 12 months, no interest rate. Okay, this is from our partner Edu1. So these are some of the reviews from our students. Now I can talk to you one-on-one. So anything you can ask now, please. Yes, Ahmad Kamal or Basil, can you please ask your question? Please unmute or just talk to me. This is your time. You can just individually. You can whatever you have questions. You can clarify your doubts. So the salary is JMO around 70,000 per year. So this is basically you are still you are in training only. You are doing kind of like internship. So they are paying 70,000. But once you pass part 2 as well and you are doing your residency, then your salary will be around 130,000 Australian dollar. Yes, please ask your questions, or maybe you can type your questions so I can read.
How much bank balance we have to show in our bank?
No bank balance need. This is a very common question. If you student think that we need to show the money in our bank account like 40,000, 40 lakh, 30 lakh, this and that. For Australia, it was the old thing earlier, 3 years back. You need to show around 40,000 Australian dollars, but nowadays no need to show. Okay, so there are several states in Australia, so still there is one state they are asking basically you need to show some assets, not just the money. Maybe if you have a house in your name, maybe any property and all those things you can show. So Queensland only asking to show 40,000 Australian dollars, equivalent around 20 lakh Indian rupees. Okay. It's not no need to show 20 lakh in your bank account. Maybe you can say like 3-4 lakh in your bank account. Rest you can show if you have like jewelry, or maybe you have land or house, this is whatever you can show. Except Queensland, all the states, no one asking this. So we have a lot of, in last week, I think more than 20 students from Academically they got the visa. They are not a medical doctors because we recently started. Now this is a third batch we are running for medical doctors. So they was from other field. So money, no need to show anything. But only if you are applying, if you want to come on that Queensland, then they may ask you.
Okay. Sir, is registration from our mother country is mandatory to apply for AMC?
No. So some of you might be completed MBBS, for example, Russia, China, Philippines, XYZ, right?
Yeah.
And you are not registered in your home country in India back, right? So you still can apply. They will just want to check your degree, your university or your college must be in the World Medical Directory list. Okay, if your college name is there, then you are eligible to sit in the exam.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
My DNB general medicine degree is
Please,
required.
one by one. Yes, Roshan. One by one. Yes, Roshan, please. Roshan, can you please unmute? Yes, and I mean, but please, one by one, pucha. Yes. Yes.
What about the course, sir?
What about course charges? You are asking?
Yeah. And how long? Yeah.
Yeah. Course basically we provide for 3 months.
3
And
months. And
yeah.
we can take it online?
Yes, this is online. So we have a mobile app, Android or iOS app, and we also have a laptop. We have our own LMS, learning management system. So
Okay.
everything, all the classes going to connect. Because our faculty is in Australia, so we cannot provide like physical coaching here and there, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, kindly please tell these exams are held in Pakistan.
Pakistan, I don't think so there is a center. You need to go to Dubai or any other country. Maybe I can check this. Sahil? Sahil, are you there?
Yes sir, I'm here.
पाकिस्तान में सेंटर है कि कोई क्या?
सर पाकिस्तान में सेंटर नहीं है, नियर बाय टर्की और इनसाइड आपके सेंटर्स हैं. So I can share the list exactly where are the
Okay,
centers.
Ahmad, can you please leave your phone number and email? So Sahil will give you the exam center detail. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
My
Please.
DNB general medicine seat is valid at the.
Yes, Rohan, can you please repeat again?
I did my general medicine. I did my DNB in general medicine. Is it valid there?
Yes, so I mean you did MBBS, then only you did right. You are eligible. Means you want to ask me that you want to practice as a like a specialist.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a very common question. Those are did MD or MS from India or back from Pakistan, right? So they think that once we complete this master degree, so we are a specialist. But Australia, basically there is a two pathway to migrate to Australia. The first pathway is the standard pathway. I just mentioned this is for standard pathway only. You need to go for AMC 1 and AMC 2, then you can come to Australia, right? Another pathway called Ahmad, can you please unmute? There is some disturbance. When you are asking question, then you can unmute yourself.
Okay, sir.
So the next, basically, the specialist pathway also is there. So theoretically, specialist pathway, anyone can apply. Okay, so there is some fees, and you can apply. Anyone did master degree, but you only can get if you have at least 7 to 8 years or more than 10 years work experience after your master degree, and you are practicing, and you have very extraordinary. Your CV must be like, for example, you did some research publication, you guided some student, and you might be in the teaching and all those things. In that case only you can apply specialist pathway. In that case, no need to write this AMC exam. But if you have like did 2 year, 3 year, 4, 5 year back, you did your master degree and you are looking to migrate to Australia. So most likely you need to write the same exam. Even our own faculty is Dr. Swapnil Sharma. She is from Pune. Uh, so she did MBBS MD from Pune, and she also write the same exam, this AMC, with what we are suggesting to you. Okay, so if you have a experience like 8, 10 years extraordinary CV, in that case you can go directly to specialist pathway. Otherwise, you have to go to the standard pathway. Means you have to write the AMC part 1, part 2.
Sir, this 3 months coaching is enough for completing AMC Part 1?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So we need not to get any other reference or any other books.
No.
Only this 3 months enough.
Little bit things into our lecture will guide you. For example, you need to be, the guidelines. For example, asthma guideline. You are treating as per the in India, whatever we are following, right? But here, what we are following, we will give each and everything in that. You don't need to go to buy, any other book or anything. Most likely, like 90%. Okay. Sometimes we also give some link. For example, is there any reference from AMH or something, any guideline? In that case, we will give a lecture. Will give it to you.
Sir, how long it will take for the EPIC and ECFMG registration?
It just
how many months?
within 2 weeks. If everything is perfectly, you have within 2 weeks it is done.
So you are telling if you are applying all the credentials, it will be taking only 2 weeks.
Yes. So what we do basically, we just enroll you in the coaching. You start the coaching, and simultaneously we will start your epic verification, all those things. Yes,
Sir, how much score we need in PT?
Sir, what is the criteria of spouse visa?
PT basically you need 65 or
Okay, and
IELTS,
sir, how about OET?
OETB or 350 individual. Yes, Alishba Farid, what is your question?
Sir, what is the criteria of spouse visa?
Yeah, basically, most likely mostly doctors are married, because आप लोग कितना एज कर देते हैं, तो सबके मन में ये वाला क्वेश्चन होगा सर कि हमारा जो हस्बैंड है या हमारा जो वाइफ है या हमारा जो फैमिली के साथ में जाएगा या नहीं, या उनको कैसे वीजा मिलेगा. दिस क्वेश्चन वेरी कॉमनली स्टूडेंट्स आस्क मी. So basically, as a main applicant, so if you are a doctor and you have to complete this process, you go for this, AMC 1 and 2 and then the English, and your dependent, they will get automatically. So when you got invitation and you are filing your visa, then they will ask you, for example, you are married, in your previous I am married, this is my husband name, is this and that. So they will basically get automatically the visa, dependent visa. Same visa. If you are going for PR, they will get PR visa, or if you are going on work visa, they will also get the work visa.
Sir, what to improve our CV, because so many students will apply after AMC 1. So what should we do to improve the CV?
And if you have work experience, so work experience is very, very important, especially if you did your internship, MBBS, तो सबको जॉब मिल जाता है. मेन प्रॉब्लम क्या है, if someone did MBBS from Russia, China, all those countries, so they do not have any clinical knowledge. I mean, not the knowledge, you can say like experience. So for them, I highly recommend it. If you are working somewhere, any nursing home or something, that can be good for you. Or if at least if you can do a small research project, or maybe like any case report, very specific case series, if you can publish, try at least 1 or 2. But this is not mandatory for GMO job. Okay, but GMO, if you have work experience, that will be help you. For example, someone already did master degree, for example, MD in internal medicine, or so for them, they will automatically get, for Indian education here in medical especially, they are highly regarded here, so they know about the Indian system and they always give the preference.
Sir, what about license and internship is mandatory for AMC 1?
Means license in the home country.
Or like I am a MBBS abroad student. In near future, I complete my degree. So
if you are a Indian citizen or Pakistani, so if you did your degree from home country, obviously in India, basically, anyone complete MBBS, they can register themselves as a RMP. There is no exam. But now this year onwards, I think they are implementing the exam, right? Next exam. But earlier there was no exam. So directly in that case, you must register in the home country. But someone did MBBS, Russia, China, all those. In that case, no need to have.
Okay, okay, sir.
Sir, do you recommend that we should do observerships or clinical rotation in Australia to increase the chances of getting a job?
I don't think so. जो हमारा own lecturer is the Swapnil Sharma. She is not doing anything in Australia. She got the job. GMO. She's working as GMO. So this is but she did. She has a work experience in India back. 2 year work experience after MBBS.
So for the students who studied from abroad, right after completing their degree, if they are doing like 1 or 2 year internship in India, so whether it will be good for growing their CV while
Yes, definitely. If you have work experience, definitely will help you to get the job.
so, sir, how long it will take, like right after completing AFC Part 1, like to get visa and go to travel to abroad to
There is
Australia?
there is no standard days or something because visa is given by the government, okay, and job is given by your hospital or private hospital, right? So you have to crack the interview, okay. But on an average, if I can say within 2 to 4 weeks, most of the doctors they find something. If you do not have any preference, for example, some doctors might have preference. My sister is living in Sydney, my brother is living in Sydney, I want to work in Sydney only. In that case, might take 6 months or so, or 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. But if you do not have any preference, you are ready to come Australia and you want to work, you can work in anywhere. You are open. In that case, you will find job very fast. And for,
Sorry, sir.
and for government job, basically they give advertisement time to time. So this timeline is not applicable for that. For example, every 3 months they only hire, right? So 4 times they hire for doctors in Australia. So in that case, little bit can take more time. Yes, please.
So how much about the? Okay, sorry.
Yes,
So
yes,
how
yes.
much about the course?
Yeah, course can our team will give you basically the information regarding the fees because we are giving the scholarships for AMC. So if you could just leave your phone number and email, so our team will connect to you individually.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
for an Indian student studying abroad, after graduating, what is the exact process? Like, this is not mandatory to come back to India, right? FMGE, do 2 years internship. That is not mandatory. We can
Yes.
write AMC exam. And then what will be the process? Like, we have to find a job there and go join a job, or we have to go there and do the internship. Like, what is the exact process?
If you did not completed internship in your home country, for example, you are Indian citizen, but you did your MBBS from Russia, for example, or China. So if you did not complete an internship in Russia or China, then you have to complete first internship in Australia or
Yeah.
back
Sir,
in
what is
back
the
in India.
process for that? Like, how can that happen?
I mean, the process is the same. If you did internship already, then directly you will find GMO job. But if you did not did any internship in the back in your home country or where you study also, in that case, so first you have to find an internship. You have to apply for internship.
So, do your team also help us to find internship in Australia?
We are not an agent. We are an education company. So we basically help for all healthcare professionals. Basically, we give the basic information, your CV, cover letter, what kind of question they may ask you. Even our lecture self, they are Indians. They are here. How they got job. They will share on the experiences. They will guide you. Each step. But we are not promise you. We can give you. We are not charging you anything for job. We are only We are just giving you this course. We are charging you for this. But we give the information, job, visa, registration with APRA, all these information will give you to everyone free of cost. Even a lot of students already join us, so they will be your seniors basically. Some of them already from Russia or Philippines, So they will also guide you how they are they got the job, all those things. So alumni network also will also help you.
Sir, is
the
it
probability
easier
of
is it easier to get an internship in Australia or a JMO job?
Even in India also not easy. Do you think in India is it easy to get internship if you completed MBBS Russia or China? It's not easy, right? So here also you have to compete basically. Nothing is easy. Even in India itself is not easy. There is they need a lot of doctors. So here how can you say easy? But if you are ready to work in regional areas, definitely there is a chance. Regional areas, local do not want to work there, so that's why they hire the IMGs, and IMGs are ready to work on these places. And regional areas is not like our regional areas, like up in India or Pakistan, right? There is no electricity, and water problem, road, a lot of transportation, this and that. Here, even there is a 1,000 population, you will get all the facilities, whether it's a hospital, school, transportation, and each and everything you will get 24 into electricity, water, and all those things you will get.
Okay, sir. I have a question. So I just recently joined the course, so I'm kind of confused about a lot of things. I recently graduated from Russia, and I wanted to know, in order for me to do that AMC exam, on what visa can I apply to come do that exam?
So have you applied for this skill assessment part 1 epic verification?
Sorry?
Have you done your epic verification?
Not yet.
So you have to do first epic verification, then only you can sit in the exam.
Okay, so but then on what visa can I come to Australia to do that exam, or I can do it from my home country?
Yeah, in your home country you can give this exam, or if not available in your home country the center, then you can go nearby countries. Are you currently in which country?
I'm in Zambia, and I've only recently found out that the only center that you can write this exam from is South Africa, but I was thinking of coming to Australia instead. So on what visa can I
You can be
apply?
on then in that case you can request to the government, so they might give you the this visit visa. Visit visa generally they give for 3 months. You can live and work. I mean, no working right, but you can come and live here for 3 months and you can write the exam.
So on a visitor's visa, you're allowed to do that exam?
Mostly, yes. You have to give the reason why you want to come to Australia.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe
And
you
then
can
how much is it? How much is the exam fee?
fees. This our team will and Sahil, what is the fees for AMC Part 1?
AMC Part 1, yes.
So AMC Part 1 government fees?
Yes.
Yes.
And how much is it?
So what I have done is I have shared a form in the chat box.
Leave your information in our chat box, so our team will talk to you one-on-one, and they will give you the information regarding the fees. How much you need to pay in Part 1 or English or Part 2, this and that. So you can separately you can chat. Okay, so please leave your form email in our chat box.
I just recently joined, so I can't see the form. Is it okay if you could please resend it?
It is already we sent in the chat box. Here is the right hand side. There's a chat box. You just share.
I've shared it again.
Okay, thank you so much.
In the chat box, please fill this form so our team will connect to you one-on-one. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Niharika.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Is it okay to do internship after the AMC part? Is it better to do after part 2 or before part 2?
No. Are you from India, MBBS? You did your
Yes,
MBBS?
sir. Yes, sir. I am from India. I am doing my internship right now.
So basically, Niharika. So this is internship for you is not needed. You have to come directly to do 1 year residency after AMC 2. But I'm giving you the another option. You also can find a job after AMC 1 and come to Australia. So you can do a job. you will get around 70,000 in Australian dollar, around 40 lakh Indian rupees per year. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
you can work and earn money, and simultaneously you can prepare for yourself for part 2. And
Okay.
then once you pass this part 2, then you have to go for 1 year mandatory residency. So this after part 1, this is not GMO is not mandatory. This is up to you. You know, if you want, you can. So if you want, then it's okay. Otherwise, you can just write part 1 and part 2 from India, and directly you can come to do your residency.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, next please. Ahmed Hussain.
Sir, what do you suggest? Should we do AMC Part 2 online or offline?
If you can, this is up to you basically, how feasible for you. But, if you can find a job and JMO, for example, or you are in Australia, and obviously you can go, in that physically. Otherwise, you can do online. There is not much difference. So Krishna Jha asking one question. I'm from Nepal. I did my MBBS from Nepal. I also completed my MD from India. How do I enroll in this course? Okay. Hi, Krishna. Krishna, can you please leave your phone number, email also? So Sahil will connect to you after this conversation. Okay. So then he will give you all the information how you can join this. Yes, Hamid.
Sir, after AMC Part 1.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
sir, after AMC Part 1, when we will get visa? After getting a job offer or?
Job offer. This is not, जो part 1 है, this is not, government is not saying, कि तुम यहाँ आओ. Because वो तो बोल रहे हैं कि आप complete करो part 2, then you can come on PR visa permanently to Australia. But मैं आपको एक shortcut बता रहा हूँ, मैं आपको जुगाड़ बता रहा हूँ कि you can come on after part 1 as well.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm just telling you, after part 1, there's also a chance for you to come, and that simultaneously you can, practice, you can earn some money, and you can give that part 2. But government always says that you have to part 2, then apply your PR visa and come to Australia.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So after part 1, definitely you need job offer, then you can apply work visa. But after part 2, you directly can ask to the government. You can apply basically 491, 190 kind of visas.
After part 2, around in how many years I will get a PR?
PR here is within the days, not the years. This is Australia. That's why I have compared. I think I have done one research also on. I think our team did one research. I did basically. So if we are comparing like UK or US, there might take 8 years, 7 years to get PR. But in Australia, you can get within few days or few months. So hardly might be max, I can say, 3 to 6 months. But generally, within 1 to 3 months, a student can get. Even pharmacists, nurses, those pass from academically, they are getting visa, within 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You can find a lot of YouTube videos on my channel. Those are the students pass from academically, so I'll always interact with them. Some of them already working, and if you are ready to work in regional areas, regional area is good for you. I can say you can earn more money and you can save more money because you are coming here. Initial days, you need money, right? Maybe after some few years, you might not need much money, right? So in that case, there is a very low expenses in the regional areas because if you are taking in the house in the rental, very, very cheap you can find, and groceries very, very cheap, so you can save a lot of money. Even the employer also can give you the house. The free accommodation also they may offer you. Many hospitals nowadays they are doing.
Okay. And sir, how about the dependent visa? What is the process? What is the criteria for dependent visa?
Nothing special. Basically, all the hard work has to do the main applicant.
Okay.
Dependent will get automatically. You just need to file their name and for example, you just need to show she's your wife. So the evidence like marriage certificate in India, generally we get from government. That we need to show and she will get automatically. But she can give you the 5 point, but she need to pass English test. So minimum she required 6 in IELTS or 50 in PT or C in OET. If she's from healthcare.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
Thank you.
I have another question. So, for before the AMC one exams, are there any coaches that you might recommend to help prepare for this exam?
No. I mean, we will prepare for you A to Z. Like before AMC one, we will provide the coaching for you for 3 months. Before that, you have to apply for document verification. We will also do for you that part. So you already leave your I hope you already leave your phone. So our team
Yes, yes.
will interact with you. Okay, no need to worry.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, do
Hello,
we
sir.
require any additional documents like good standing certificate?
Not at the moment. You need at the end when you are registering yourself with APRA. No, not right now.
Sir, I like after completing internship, then also we require the good standing certificate.
No. अभी नहीं चाहिए. जब उनको चाहिए होगा APRA को, जब आप रजिस्ट्रेशन करोगे AMC पार्ट 1 के बाद में. At the time they need, not now. Once you pass AMC part 1 plus English, when you are going to register yourself with provisional registration, at that time the need with questioning certificate. Yes, Krishna Jha, Hamid.
Sir, actually, I am from India. I have done my MBBS in 2014. I am into MRCM Part 1 now. I have 9 years of experience. So, do I need to finish my MRCM Part 1 and I can relocate, or do I need to go for AMC Part 1 and MRCM Part 1? Both will be, it will be useful for me, sir. What is the pathway for MRCM candidate who is into emergency medicine practice since last 9 years?
Okay. What else you did in this last study? Anything especially you did in this
I'm
last?
working. I have done a fellowship in emergency medicine degree from Medward City, that is affiliated to Royal Liverpool Academy, UK.
That's fine. I mean,
And
anything else you did? Yeah, any research you did? Research is very, very important. Basically, this is the main problem in our system in India or Pakistan. People they just involving themselves only in the clinical settings, right? Clinical jobs.
Yeah,
But no one
I
is
have not
doing
done any research.
part of research. So if you did any research publication in, especially in the PubMed Index journals, definitely will help you. You can directly apply for standard pathway. Okay.
So
So
MRCM is useful, or
yes,
part
I
one?
think maybe a little bit, more age. I mean, for you, more advantage. You also have 10 years experience. You can apply basically this specialist pathway first. And if you are not getting, then you can go for AMC. We are here to help you for AMC. But especially pathway, you have to apply yourself because nothing, nothing much need to help in that. Okay, directly you can apply.
Okay.
Yes. Anyone else? Please ask question.
Sir, the probability of getting a job right after completing the AMC part 1 is like, how do you consider
I
it?
just say around, this is based on individual CV. So as I mentioned, if you completed at least internship, definitely I can see 90% chance or plus you can get the job. But if someone is not did internship, someone did MBBS from other country, they might need to be little bit more struggle for them.
Sir, I did my MBBS graduate from Philippines and I completed 1 year my internship here in India. So if I am completing AMC part 1.
Have you passed this FMG?
Yeah, I passed my FMG.
Yes,
And I did my 1 year.
Then you have a very good chance, I can say. You already prove yourself that you are a qualified doctor. So they know about FMG. FMG is a more tough exam than AMC because around 20-25% only student pass FMG, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is easier exam, for you. I can say you have a good chance for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Krishna Jha. Okay. Yes. Okay, Krishna. Our team will contact you after some time. Yes, Taruna.
Sir, what if we have to do post graduation in Australia? Is this
Yes.
AMC2 exam for
There are
post
also,
graduation?
so basically, post graduation is two type का होता है, as you know, basically clinical, non-clinical. Okay. So if you want to do any non-clinical course, right, then for that, no need to register yourself as a RMP in Australia. Without this, you can do, for example, health policy, public health. There are so many courses. Is there? You can do even anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, all those kind of stuff without this AMC one. But if you want to do any clinical course, for example, you want to do internal medicine, surgery, obs and gynae, pediatrics, psychiatry. In that case, you have to first need to pass this AMC part 1 and part 2 and do 1 year this residency. Then you are eligible to apply for a specialization in Australia.
During our residency in Australia, can we work simultaneously or we
अरे
have
भाई यार
to?
रेजिडेंसी वर्क ही होता है. यू आर बेसिकली एम्प्लॉयड. आप जॉब ही कर
Yes,
रहे हो
sir.
वहां पर, वो आपको सैलरी मिलती है. In Australia, you are getting, when you are doing residency, you will get 130,000 per year salary. If I convert it in Indian rupees, might be 6 lakh rupees per month.
Thank you, sir.
So in Australia, nothing is free. Even if you are doing JMO job also after the AMC part 1, you will get around $70,000 per year around. This is also around, more than around 3 lakh, I can say, 3 to 3.5 lakh per month.
So if you can give us information about the cost of living in Australia for the doctors, and so
Cost
that
of
will be
living,
beneficial for us.
very, very, I can give you the one example myself. Me and my wife came to Australia to do my PhD. Okay. So I was getting only $28,000 per year in Sydney. Me and my wife was living in one bedroom apartment, and we survived, nicely, in that amount. And you are getting 70,000, 130,000. Now you can see, so living expense is not that much high. And this is also depend that like you have a family, you have how many kids you have, So if you are your two husband, wife, maybe one kid also, or two kids, easily you can, even you can save basically, 3,000-4,000 Australian dollar per month, I can say. Or at least minimum 2,000 definitely you can save. Yes, next please. Next question किसी का?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Is there any exam that we have to give after MC Part 1 and Part 2 to get admission in PG courses for college or universities?
No. Then college generally conduct the interviews, and they basically shortlisted based on your degree, previous experiences, based on your CV. They will call you on interviews, and you have to be. So they might also ask you individuals. Some university might have some on rules on like entrance exam. So this is not like in India, for example, someone want to do PG, they have to go for NEET PG exam, right? And that exam right around the India like applicable. But here is not like this. The individual university have on rules, so they might just ask you the interviews. Sometimes they may ask you short short test or those kind of things. There is no nationwide any exam is here. You need to pass that exam. Yes, next please. यस कोई क्वेश्चन है किसी का? Yes, guys, you have a chance to ask any question, whether you join or not, but you can at least clarify your doubts.
Sir,
तो आप कोई भी question,
I wanted to
yes,
ask a question. So there's the AMC one and there's also the second part. So after you finish the AMC one, how long will it take for you to do? How long will it take for you to do the second one? Like what's the time
yes.
limit?
Whenever you are ready, you can write this. But in generally within 3 months. After 3 months, you can give part 2.
Okay, and after you finish your AMC and you start,
After
you pass the,
after you finish part 1, after 3 months, you can go for part 2.
okay, and whilst you're doing the part, after you're done with the AMC part 1, and how long does it take after you apply for a job? How long does it take for you to get accepted for?
Yeah, job basically, you have to find, and individually, and you have to crack the interview. So there is no timeline for that. But might be there is a question in your mind that if we pass part 2, and so how much what is the validity for part 1? And if I'm not passing part 2, so is there any duration? Is there any fixed duration? For example, any English test have 2-year validity. IS, OET, or PT, they have 2-year validity. But for part 1, is there any validity? Is there or not? So there is no such validity. Earlier it was for 3 years, but now they removed it also nowadays.
Okay, and you do get paid after you finish the AMC 1 exam, yes? Once
if
you get a job.
Job, yes, that any job in Australia, nothing is free. You will get paid.
Okay, thank you.
You will get paid around 70,000 after AMC part 1 in English, or if you clear AMC 2, then you will get around 130,000. Basically, government of Australia already fixed the minimum salary. I'm talking about is the minimum wage. You might get 140 also. You might get 150 also. So I'm talking the minimum wage that's fixed by the government. So here is no exploitation. This is a first world country, right? So here everything is fixed. No need to worry. Like in your home country, might be someone is paying you, this much money. Another employer might be can higher salary, maybe a lower salary. There is no fixed salaries in those countries. But here it's fixed already.
Okay.
Don't worry about the salary. You will get paid.
Okay, thank you.
Can exploit you in Australia.
Sir,
Yes.
you will be helping with the application process and everything, sir.
Yes, we do help.
So the charges in academically, which you are charging, sir, that includes everything, sir, that application and
वो अभी बताए वो हमारा
exam.
team, वो आपको बताएगा हर सर्विस का इसका वो पैसे बताएगा. वट एवर यू आर ऑप्टिंग, वो सारे आपको मिलेंगे. तो दिस इज अप टू यू. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बहुत सारे बच्चे बोलते हैं सर हमको खाली एएमसी की कोचिंग दे दो बस, तो फिर हम उसका चार्ज करते. कुछ लोग बोलते सर हमारा सारा करा दो, तो हम सारा करते. इंग्लिश भी हम लोग कराते है ना, वो भी हम लोग कराते, डॉक्यूमेंट वेरिफिकेशन भी हम लोग कराते. तो वो डिपेंड करता है आपको कि आप कौन सा बोल रहे. आप बात करना इंडिविजुअली हमारी टीम से, हम आपसे बात करेंगे.
Okay, sir.
Sir, which is the highest paying specialization?
Neurology.
Neurology.
Neurologists and surgeons, they earn a lot.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Please fill this form, and if you can ask your question also in that, the form. So our team will get back to you. If you are not able to ask me here, maybe some of you might be working. So please fill this form and also type your question, whatever you have. So we'll get back to you. किसी का और कोई क्वेश्चन है? अदरवाइज मेरा एक और वेबिनार है बेसिकली एक कॉलेज में केरला के अंदर. ये सतेंद्र.
Sir, I'm from Nepal, sir. I have started my MBBS from Bangladesh and currently doing my internship in Bangladesh, sir. I would return to my country, sir. I would like to know the PR route for medical doctors. I would like to give AMC, sir, in your guidance, sir. If you help me, sir.
Yes. First of all, you need to register yourself in your home country also, right? Nepal Medical Council exam you need to pass first. Then you can come to us. Have you done your internship also in Bangladesh?
Yes, sir. I'm doing it, sir. I have passed my 6 months.
Okay. So in that case, if you want to work in Australia directly, you can.
And just 6 months is remaining, sir.
Okay. So you can apply in Australia. Have you got your degree or not yet? Course completion certificate or
Sir,
degree certificate?
I'm getting it. Sir, I have applied for the certificate, sir, and it's in process.
Okay, so once you got this document, then we can start your process. You can apply basically. So
without NMC, sir?
NMC no need. If you already doing internship in the in Bangladesh, then no need to go for NMC. Without NMC also you are eligible to come to Australia.
Sir, what would be the cost, sir? What would be the price, sir?
You just leave your phone number, email in our chat box, so our team will get back to you regarding the fees.
Okay, sir. Sir, I'm giving my email. That's satyendrachaudhary777@gmail.com, sir.
Can you please fill अब chat box में जाओ आप, इधर हमने फॉर्म डाला हुआ है, उसको फिल कर दो या आप वहां पर अपना लिख दो. Sahil, otherwise you can note his number.
Sir, is it your WhatsApp number, sir?
अरे भैया मेरा नंबर नहीं है, मेरी टीम का नंबर है.
Text back on the same number from the number you have received the message of this webinar. We'll connect.
Yes, सत्येंद्र, आई थिंक हमारी टीम ने आपको व्हाट्सएप किया होगा ना, राइट? तो उसी व्हाट्सएप पे आप रिप्लाई कर दो.
सर अभी व्हाट्सएप नंबर नहीं आया सर.
तो आपको ये लिंक कहाँ से मिला, कहाँ से ज्वाइन किया आपने ये?
आप सर, मैं आपको फॉलो करता हूँ सर, मैं आपको फॉलो करता हूँ सर, डायरेक्ट यूट्यूब पे ज्वाइन किया सर आपको.
Okay, thank you so much. I think understood. So what is your number? +97.
Sir, +8801767683942.
धीरे 8 + 88
+880
0
176 sir, +880 1776 sir.
1776.
Yes sir, 1776839423.
ये इनका नंबर है साहिल, ठीक है?
We'll be contacting you, Satyendra. I have noted down your number.
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Okay, thank you Satyendra.
Thank you so much sir.
Thank you. Please do ask if you have कोई किसी के लास्ट में क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज पूछ लीजिए. Yes, there is again one girl from Mega from Ukraine. So no need to pass this FMGE. You directly can come to Australia. But your college or your university must be approved by the World Medical Directory. If your college name is there, then you are eligible to come to Australia. So do one thing, just leave your phone number or email. Then we will get back to you. So we can ask you, your college name. We can check if you are eligible, whether you are eligible or not. Okay.
Sure. Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Sir, is there any time limit to apply for MC Part 2 after giving MC Part 1 exam?
No. That's why मैंने बोला कोई ऐसा वो नहीं है. मगर आपको as soon as possible करना ना. Without this, you cannot, you cannot be a doctor. You need to apply as soon as possible.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, but there's no such timeline.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. If you don't have any questions, so I'm going to finish because we have today 4 webinars. So we have another webinar in next 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much. And then if you have any questions, so leave your phone number, email in our chat box. So our team will get back to you one-on-one. Okay. And still, if you have any questions, they will connect with me also. If you have any specific questions to me to ask me later on also. Okay. So please leave your information to us, phone number, email, so we can connect to you. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.